Is there any idiom or expression that would imply it is hard to argue against such rationale? Is there any idiom, expression, or saying that would imply this is a rational idea and there is no room to dispute, so one has no choice but to accept it, i.e., it is hard to argue against such rationale? I have found, if the cap shoe fits, wear it, but it seems that it can be used in situations when that discussing rational idea is an acceptable criticism, so I don't know if I can use it also for all other rationally acceptable ideas or not. I want to use it in. James and Alex were arguing over a hot political issue, but after 50 minutes of continuous discussion, James told Alex something which seemed so rational that Alex had no choice but to accept it, so Alex ended their discussion argument by saying, "Okay, you're totally right, underscore underscore underscore, equals I can't argue with that, because it is rational and makes sense to me."
Case closed. Or, this URL. Said after a given question, debate, or mystery has been solved or answered. So you see, it was the dog who ate the blueberry pie, not me. Case closed. The aforementioned decision, outcome, resolution, or situation is final, with no ambiguity or room for variation or amendment. The only way we'll be able to keep the company open is to undertake a 30% reduction in staff. Case closed. My wife had an affair and our marriage is over. Case closed. This derives from its usage in legal proceedings and/or police investigations. A legal or police review is referred to as a case when a perpetrator has been identified and/or convicted. That case is settled or closed.
QED. Euclid's theorem state an aim, provide a logical argument and draw the intended conclusion. And then, in the Latin version, add which is what ought to have been demonstrated. QED quod erat demonstrandum.
You can talk about an ironclad, irrefutable, undeniable argument, not able to be assailed or contradicted.
All of these answers accurately describe how one would claim that their own argument has no room for dispute, but your question specifically mentions the speaker admitting the other side has a point. Therefore, I would suggest the following. I can't argue with that. You got me there. That's a good point. I'll give you that. Inflection is important with all of these, and it might help to add, well, or, I guess, to the start of each of them.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.